Okay, so there's this new AI model coming out of China that is making some serious waves. And it's not just because it's powerful, but because it's also ridiculously cheap. It's called Kimi 2.5, and honestly, it might just change everything. Let's get into it.
Now, if you're in the AI world, a quote like this, it's gonna make your ears perk up. It's basically saying we're seeing a repeat of when DeepSeek, kind of out of nowhere, dropped a model that just reset the entire board. So we're not talking about a small update here. This could be another one of those massive, unexpected leaps forward. And look, the claims, they are not holding back. Some folks are saying Kimi 2.5 isn't just a great model for being open source, it might be the best model in the world, period. Get this, it's even beating top-tier proprietary models like Anthropic's Opus 4.5 on some big benchmarks. I mean, that is a huge claim to make. All right, so who's the team behind this potential breakthrough? Well, it's a Chinese AI research lab, and they're called Moonshot AI. And these guys, they are not messing around. Moonshot AI was founded by Yan Zilin, who used to be a researcher at Google Brain. He even co-authored some of the groundbreaking papers on transformer architecture. You know, the stuff that makes all this modern AI possible. On top of that, they're backed by giants like Alibaba and Tencent, and they're valued at over $4 billion. So yeah, this isn't some tiny startup. We're talking about a serious, heavy-hitting player. Okay, so what's the magic here? What makes Kimi 2.5 so special? Well, the secret sauce seems to be this built-in feature called the Agent Swarm Engine. And it's a completely different way for an AI to think about solving problems. An agent swarm is pretty much what it sounds like. The model can spin up a team of up to 100 specialized little sub-agents that all attack a single task at the same time in parallel. And here's the kicker. The AI manages this whole complicated dance by itself. No hand-holding required from you. And this shows you exactly how it plays out. You've got the main orchestrator agent. Think of it as the project manager. It gets the big, complex task. Then it creates a custom crew of sub-agents, maybe a researcher, a data analyst, a writer, you get the idea, and assigns them all different parts of the job to do at once. You even have other agents acting as fact-checkers. And then finally, the orchestrator pulls it all together into one single polished result. Pretty cool, right? So what does all this actually mean for you? Speed. Pure, unadulterated speed. Because it isn't just chugging along step by step, Kimi 2.5 can blast through these huge complex jobs, like, say, analyzing market data for 100 companies, up to 4 times faster than a traditional model. That's not just a little better. That is a massive jump in efficiency. Okay, but it's not all sunshine and roses. There is a really weird controversy surrounding Kimi 2.5 that's definitely raised some eyebrows and got people asking some pretty tough questions. So get this. Sometimes if you ask Kimi 2.5, hey, who are you? It'll respond by saying, I'm Claude, an AI assistant from Anthropic. Now, for those who don't know, Anthropic is a major American AI company. So the big question is, why on earth would a model from a Chinese lab think it's from one of its biggest US competitors? It's strange. Well, there are basically 2 main theories floating around, and we're just going to lay them out neutrally. The first idea is that Moonshot AI used a ton of output from Claude to train their own model, and in the process, Kimi just kind of inherited some of that identity. The second theory, and this one is much more serious, is pure speculation. That the actual model weights, the very core of the AI, were somehow leaked from Anthropic. But let's put the controversy aside for a second, because that's not the only thing that's turning heads. We need to talk about the price, because honestly, the economics of this model might be the real game changer here. Okay, just look at these numbers. They're kind of mind-blowing. For every million tokens, which are just tiny pieces of words, Kimi 2.5 costs just 60 cents for input. Anthropic's top model, Opus 4.5, $5. And for output, Kimi is $3, while Opus is $25. The difference is just enormous. And if the numbers weren't enough, this chart just makes it crystal clear. We're not talking about a model that's a little bit cheaper. Kimi 2.5 is operating in a completely different price universe than its competitors. This is a fundamental reset of what we thought frontier-level AI should cost. So let's just boil it all down. What you're getting here is performance that can go toe-to-toe with the absolute best models on the planet, but for about 8 to 10 times less money. That combination of top-tier power and rock-bottom pricing is exactly what makes this thing so incredibly disruptive. All right, so let's wrap this up.
What we have in Kimi 2.5 is a new open source model with truly elite performance. It's got that unique agent swarm feature that makes it lightning fast on complex tasks. And it delivers all of this power for just a tiny fraction of the cost of its big closed source competitors. And that leaves us with one massive lingering question. When AI this powerful becomes not only open source, but also radically cheaper, what happens next? Does this just blow the doors wide open for everyone? Does it accelerate innovation and completely change who can build the next big thing? I'm curious what you think. What does this really mean for the future of the industry?